In America today, unfortunately, many of us are aware of the statistics for a minority graduating from high school. They're not very good.
When we were growing up there, the norm was to be in a gang. That was the ultimate goal for a lot of people. Seeing guns in the neighborhood was actually pretty common.
Unfortunately, depending on where you live, if you live in the good district, the not so good district, you are kind of stuck with the school that's in your neighborhood.
There definitely is an opportunity gap. Kids who are probably living in poverty, more likely than not, they have the same drive to further their education. It's just the fact that they don't have the same resources as other children do.
Due to the environment and due to a lot of other factors at that age, I started to have some problems. I started getting into a lot of arguments with other students, which led to fights. And so just little things like that were indicators, I think, to my folks that something was going on and that something had to be done because they didn't want me on that path.
I heard about ACE when I actually visited a Ruby Jesuit high school.
They're there to help students that are looking for a better education, a better environment, and so they encouraged me to apply.
The fact that there was an opportunity for me to go to that private school was like a huge weight lifted off my shoulders. Instead of going to a public school that I was, destined to go to, I had the choice to change my future, really. It really did change my life. Because it is a Jesuit education that we were receiving, a lot of volunteer work was incorporated.
A lot of my values about what's important in life and giving back, things like that started to change, and I started to see a different perspective.
We had such small classroom sizes that teachers, they were able to interact with each of the students. They knew what our learning styles were, so they worked around that to help us get a better education. My mom was definitely she made a huge impact on me. Just contributing that money that she was able to pay really spoke volumes about how much she believed in me and how much she wanted me to achieve, my goals. After ACE came into my life, I realized, there are people who really do believe in me and who do want to help. Maybe I can get a scholarship for a really good university, and I ended up really getting a really good scholarship.
A lot of the statistics show that ACE is graduating a lot of its students and then sending a lot of them to college, significantly more than the average statistic for the state. So right now, I'm an underwriter for an insurance company. I work with a lot of businesses, $100 million in assets or less, and making sure that they have the right coverage in place. It's a good place to be.
I am majoring in sociology with a minor in criminal justice at Regis. So I do actually want to go into social work and continue that work with children. They're the ones that I think need the most help.
I'm sure there's tons of students, across America that all they need is opportunity.
Being able to give that opportunity to kids who otherwise wouldn't have it to go to these amazing schools is just really life-changing.
When you say the American dream, you think of purchasing a home, and that was a big checklist item that I was able to accomplish.
This is my house that I recently bought and have been remodeling with my dad.
Because of ACE, my standards for education have gone through the roof because I was able to go to such amazing schools. Knowing that I had this scholarship, I really don't want to settle for less.
I think ACE is hope for a lot of people. It was for me and for my family growing up.
We really do recognize what ACE has done for us and how it is changing us. And now we want to go back into the community and, help change the community.